Interesting. Hi, guys, and welcome to the Baseball Junkies podcast. We got an extra long intro there for whatever reason. Thank you for joining us for... Nice. There we go. Little technical difficulties here right now. Sorry about that. I'm Adrian from A League of Her Own.
And I'm in Fuego.
And Mr. Infuego's with us. Can you hear me still, boss?
Yep, I got you.
Can you hear me no more?
I can hear you.
Okay, just checking.
Some severe technical difficulty.
Yeah, we're having an issue right here. Let's see what we got. Here we go. I think we are good and running now. Thanks for joining us today, guys. Like I said, episode 7. We got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot going on. I'm going to get right into it. First of all, I'm rocking off my Giants hat today. We lost a Hall of Famer, a legend this week. We lost Gaylord Perry, an amazing pitcher, Hall of Famer, 5-time All-Star, 2-time Cy Young Award winner. Mostly played for the San Francisco Giants. That's how I remember him. Awesome spitball pitcher. Sad to lose another Hall of Famer. He was amazing. Wanted to give him his due in our podcast today. Thank you guys for joining us today. We also wanted to let you guys know just a couple things. Like I said, there's a lot going on today. The tag grading service came back. It'll be here tomorrow. So next week we will get into that. We're going to open those all up on here tonight after the podcast, about half hour after the podcast. Mr. Infuego and I are going to go live again on his channel. So make sure you're subbed up to my guy, Mr. Infuego. We are doing a hobby box battle. Yeah. We're not doing blasters. We're doing hobby boxes. We're going big.
We're kicking it up a notch.
So that's exciting. Yeah. I'm going to get right into our topics as well. Let's go with some news. PSA grading is now available on Whatnot. In some cases, I believe if sellers give that option, I think. I sell on Whatnot personally. I haven't seen anything come across for me in emails or anything like that. I don't know if it's certain sellers they designated. I don't know if you have to sign up for it. I don't know if it's just an automatic thing that pops up on the screen for you. If there's anybody in the chat maybe that has seen anything on your end, if you purchase things on there. I just wanted to let you guys know that that is an option, but I also want to warn you because for me personally, on my opinion on that, I think it's a horrible idea personally. I grade a lot with PSA. I do a lot of grading. There's no way I'm sending a card to PSA that I've never had possession of, looked at myself. Mr. Infuego and I discussed this a little bit beforehand when we were going through our topics. And he was saying, well, maybe in some cases on a break, a pack fresh card that looks good kind of thing. Maybe. I'm still like super controlling over things like that. I mean, in case, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if you've noticed that about me or not, but I want to look at that card. And I don't want to, when I look at my cards for grading, I'm looking at them with a magnifying glass and, all kinds of stuff. And then I usually set them aside and then look back at them again later to make sure I didn't miss anything, different lights, different things like that. But just so you guys know, that is an option. Thoughts? You want to throw any thoughts in on that, Whatnot?
Well, I mean, I every point that you made completely valid. Okay. But again, if you were a part of a break with your preferred or reputable breaker, okay, I would assume that you would have enough trust and confidence in your breaker to let you know firsthand if said card that was pulled that caught your attention should or should not be graded and why. Okay, because again, if you really look at it, if you got these breakers that are offering that service, there has to be an incentive for them. Okay.
Yeah.
Whether it would be, I don't know, allocations, discounted rates with bulk submission for your
Something
LCS.
something because I was watching on some other streamers this week, because now me as a seller, if I'm now having it, that's more work. It's not, you can't just send things all mimbly bimbly over to PSA. They have to be packaged a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
There's a process, and for me personally is like packaging it nicely and going a little bit extra is good for the grader too. If you just kind of throw it together and make it difficult for them to get to your cards, difficult to pull them out,
Yeah.
you know, they're going to remember that when you're grading your card. That's my opinion, though. That's just my opinion.
Well, I mean, it. Fortunately, this is a an optional thing for the seller. They're not making it mandatory. You know.
Yeah.
However, the commitment is between PSA and whatnot, not the users of whatnot. They're just afforded the opportunity to partake in said commitment if they choose to.
Yeah. And like I said, this a lot of questions are raised here. A lot of questions we don't have the answer to just yet.
Mhm.
What I hopefully will bring that to you guys in future podcasts because it's so new. I like I said, I sell and whatnot. I haven't gotten any emails or anything from a seller point on how this would affect me, if it does at all, if it's only for certain sellers, if once they choose the PSA grading, is it now, aside from me getting it to PSA, is it now on Whatnot's hands if they decide to return the card, or how that goes? Like, I'm just there's a lot of questions still unanswered, and hopefully we'll bring those to you here soon. The Whatnot thing is only one thing I've seen with as far as PSA and SGC. There's a lot of grading companies are doing a lot of deals right now. We also have the deal with SGC. SGC is now offering $9 card grading on any 2022 Bowman Chrome, and that's with no limit on what the card. What am I? I'm going blank on what that is. Like PSA, you send in a card and it costs more if the card's going to be worth more. There's no limit on
No,
the SGC.
there is no limits.
So
You could send
$9 a
one,
card
you could
is,
send 1,000.
I think even before all the craziness happened in 2020 and early or late 2019, I don't recall there ever being $9. Um, I did become a PSA like member in early 2019, and I feel like it was like $10 a card or something like that for the bulk submission. It was like 50 minimum cards, things like that. But $9 a card and no limit, you could send in just one.
Right.
That's a pretty good deal. All these things are going on right now, I think, because of the current card market. It's not 2020 anymore. It's not 2021. The card market is down, guys. I mean, it is what it is. I don't care, but like personally, I like to collect. I do sell, but I'm also okay with it getting what it's worth. If you guys are still thinking like things are worth so much, you're going to make crazy money on cards. I've personally never thought that. I never thought cards were a good place to make like crazy good money. But that's just me. I like to collect. I like to trade and make some sales here and there to fund my addiction here of card collecting. So that's just me personally, but you're going to see, I think you're going to continue to see a lot of good deals especially with card grading, just because they're all trying to compete with one another right now.
And that's what that came across my mind. Are these just discrete competitive tactics from these companies? I mean, what's next? Is BGS gonna start Ubering graded cards to us?
Ooh, you should have kept that idea to yourself.
Copywritten, got it.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I mean, it's like you said, the last time cards were single digit costs of grading was pre-COVID. That's not the case now, but I mean, what is this a way of bringing in more of an audience, you know,
We've
and
got we've got somebody in the
now,
comments. I'm sorry, somebody in the comments made an interesting point. Paige and Denibium, one more step away from card companies selling packs that are already graded, and and the packs are $100. That's
yeah,
I feel like Fanatics, that's a direction they might go in, because they're trying to, they've got their own grading uh facility as well. So that's a good, I just thought that was a good point to bring up, something to think about. Um like
real quick,
gosh.
not to get off sidetrack real quick, but we got a special guest in the chat.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Who we got in the chat?
Hispanic Finesse.
What is going on?
That happens to be my mini me.
Oh no way.
Yep,
That's your daughter?
that is my daughter.
Hey, thank you for joining us today. Your dad's awesome. Oh my god, that's so cool.
I appreciate you coming in, honey. But
I
to get
I
back on
appreciate you
track
coming
though,
in too, honey.
now there's no set expiration on when these incentives that they got going on is going to end. So
Mm-hmm.
who's to say, the president of SGC wakes up and says, holy cow, this is getting ridiculous. We're getting flooded with orders. We need to shut down to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, or, you have for example, you buy into a whatnot break and you pull that McGuire 101 where it looks pristine. You say, I want to go get that graded. It gets sent
Mm-hmm.
off. It comes back a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you blame? And that's going to cause drama there.
The answer to that question should be myself. It should be
Touche.
myself.
Touche.
I'm just saying, and I get that. That's why I think there's still a lot of people coming into this hobby, still new, still learning.
Right.
And if we've got any of those people listening, let's please do everything slow. And I think grading, unless you're buying cards already graded, if you're planning on getting something graded, take your time with that. Watch videos, lots of different people, get lots of different ideas. And I would also suggest start small. Start with, cards maybe that aren't worth that much, that
don't be quick to chase those big names.
Yeah. Give yourself a chance to learn the finesse of it all, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I enjoy it, but it takes some time. And it took me, I feel like, a year to get to where I get really comfortable. I'm really comfortable with what I send in. And you get to a point where there's some stuff you don't care what the grade is going to be, or it's not going to be a 10, but there's some things that you just want slab. Those are actually the best ones to start with first. If you cards that you want slab no matter what, and you're unsure of what the grade will be, those are the best, because you're not going to be selling them, and it kind of gives you an idea. And you also have to always have in the back of your mind, you never know the grader. If consistency really isn't a good thing that's happening in grading right now. It's all over the place a lot of the times. So there's a lot of different variables. Get into it slow, take your time. And don't forget, we're collecting and we're having fun. This is all
That's
for fun.
basically it. Me personally, anything I send for grading is solely for the preservation of the card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the numerical value just tells me just a condition, not the dollar price associated with it.
Yeah. And see, when I send in things to grading, most of that stuff is going right back to me, going into giveaways on my YouTube channel, or usually I try to throw in one or two that I plan on selling, and that's just to help pay for the submission. I try to balance it that way, but it's a risk. It's a gamble. It's just something you got to think about. Yeah. Let me see. Also, next week's podcast, we were talking about this a week or two ago, probably, I think last week, the contemporary Baseball Hall of Fame. The voting is going on for that tomorrow, and we should know by next Friday. So we will be talking about it in next week's podcast, just so you guys know. Let's see what else I got here. There's, I know without even looking at it here, I want to talk about all of the products, all the baseball products.
We just got dumped on literally in the last 48 hours.
Oh my God. I'm texting you. I'm texting Diamond Princess. I'm texting other people like, hey, this just dropped on Tops. Oh, hey, this just happened on Target, and vice versa. People are texting me that. So I lost my mind. And as soon as 2022 Tops Sapphire dropped, I bought a box like immediately. And it's still on there, I think, as of right now. So you can see I still have PTSD from 21 and 20.
The people are asking about that redemption.
Are they asking about my redemption? As of 2 hours ago, it's still pending. It's still pending. So hopefully I get an update next week. Hopefully by next podcast, I'll say it's here or it's on its way or something of that nature. Still pending at this time. Yeah, where did my chat go? I lost my chat. Yeah, so Topps Sapphire came out. Topps Holiday came out. That sold super fast, and I'm bummed about that. That's one of my favorite sets. I just looked on eBay for fun, just to see what they were selling it at, and I had people. So it was $25 a mega box of it on Topps, and I saw people asking. I don't know if they're getting that because I as soon as I saw this, I shut my phone off. They were asking like $85 a box, and I just laughed and put my phone away.
Yeah.
I'll just take my chances trying to find it at Walmart. Then Stadium Club came out. That's one of my favorite sets too. I love the photography. This came out maybe a week or two ago, but Topps Rip is on there. I've bought that in previous years, but I skipped it this year. That's 4 cards, and they're Rip cards, and they're kind of stealing the idea from the Rip cards from Allen and Ginter. Another product just came out like last week.
Everything just got dropped on us.
What else came out? What else? There was something else I saw. There's a lot of like game within the game cards came out. I saw
Topps Chrome Mega is open for pre-order on Target.
Target, yes. I ordered 3 boxes of that as well. And after the Sapphire and the Topps Chrome, I cut myself off. And then I saw the Stadium Club and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I'm stopping. They're doing this on purpose, and they're trying to bankrupt me right before Christmas. Or their idea is have lots of options for people to buy for Christmas, which smart marketing, good idea. I think. Did they do it on purpose? I don't know. I'm just guessing, but
I guess they decided to open it up like that because it's the holidays. You can't choose.
Funny they all dropped it once.
Get them all.
Yeah, it's kind of funny they all dropped it on's. We've been waiting for all these products, and all of a sudden, boom, all of them come out today.
Now, come January, we're going to be back to delays and everything getting pushed back.
Yep. Jeremy said he's not touching Stadium Club this year. I'm curious as to why. Stadium Club is one of my favorites because of the photography. Like, I like all the cards. Maybe I've gotten decent autographs out of it too. Nothing crazy. Usually you get a couple of rookie pitcher autographs. I know it kind of sucks, but
matter of fact, I got into a break with one of the community members, the fire starter formerly known as Beast. He included a stadium in it. Speaking of the devil, he just showed up. I guess he heard his name.
Fire starter.
He did a stadium break, and I was fortunate for him to pull me an Edward Cabrera rookie.
I was sick.
Granted, it's a pitcher, but
good pitcher to get. Good pitcher to get.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. So Holiday was on there for like a second. Stadium Club and like, oh, by the way, the Topps Chrome Sapphire, it's like $250 a mega box. So this is not the best investment, but God, I love Sapphire. No guaranteed autos. But this year, this is different than previous years because I've bought it. every year. This year is a guaranteed 2 parallels in it, where I don't think they've ever guaranteed it. You usually got like one in there, but I don't think they were guaranteed before. So still, it's a 660 card checklist. So the chances of me getting Julio Rodriguez, Bobby Witt,
I'm glad you
anybody
brought
else.
that up. So and you know what? It came across my mind, but if you watch a lot of YouTube, I'm sure you're gonna know who Scotty B's Cards is. He just did a video explaining about Top Sapphire. Now, as far as collectability is concerned, we all know that you have that rookie class where they're gonna throw them pretty much on every product that comes out. Okay. Now it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, because now let's take what is it? What year did Rondo come out? 18?
Yeah.
He had the short print in series 2. He had his regular rookie in update. Then he has he has the variation short print on Sapphire. So now you've got J-Rod, who was a short print in series 2. Okay. He had 2 different variations. He had the Chrome variation, where it was up and down, standard size photo card, then the paper version where it was horizontal. He was when I was watching Scotty B's video, he was under the impression that they was going to use that short printed horizontal variation to be his Sapphire. But I saw the picture that they actually had for the Sapphire and completely threw everything off.
Yeah.
But now, what would be deemed his true rookie? Is it the Sapphire because it's a little more on the higher end? And I'm throwing it out there, looking to get a perspective from somebody who flips for a living or is into the flipping of big names.
That's a good question, because I mean, where do you start and stop? I would have called the 2022 short print in series 2 his true rookie. Like, that would be the really good one to get, in my opinion. Like, I was super excited when I got the series 2 Vladimir Guerrero Jr. no number. Like, I feel that like that one's the one to get.
Now, would it truly be a true rookie, if they only threw a fraction of your standard base guys that's actually in it?
I feel like that's all subjective. Like, you know, in that case, like, really, Topps update his base. That might be his considered his true rookie, because that's his base rookie, and you have the highest odds of getting that card.
Right.
And everything else could be worth more because it's so much harder to get. I definitely wouldn't call the Sapphire card a.
I would consider
definition
Sapphire is a flipper's opportunity to make a killing.
Yeah.
Because aside from just the name itself, the variation that it's on, whether it's a base or a parallel, still beautiful. Okay. It just adds more ceiling for putting a price tag on it and putting it on FeeBay.
Yeah. Or he can just be like Mr. Fuego and collect every single J-Rod he sees in his tracks. Just saying.
That's you know what? That's how I got my Alex Rodriguez collection the way it is now.
Yeah. Do you have all the Alex Rodriguez rookies?
Everything that has come out, I have in my possession so far.
Nice. Like all Alex Rodriguez cards, or are you talking about rookie cards?
All his rookies I have.
Okay, I believe that. I was just saying, I'm just asking because I have Alex Rodriguez cards set aside for you in mine here. I just want to make sure.
Oh,
I'm sure.
well,
I'm
you
sure
know,
everything's a double to you, but you know.
I'm sure I've got quads, quints of rookies or base or whatever.
Mhm,
I don't care.
mhm. I have another fun fact to drop
And
today
what is
about
that?
all this card stuff and tops. The Montgomery Club next week
Mm-hmm.
will be available to join. I saw one or two videos people did on this, and they're like, "Why aren't people talking about it?" And here's my theory of why. So the Montgomery Club, if you're not familiar, it's a club with tops where you get some sets sent to you for free. You get early access to some high-end products, usually 3 or 4 different Sapphire products, sometimes some other random stuff they put out through the year. It's a yearly fee. I want to say it was like
The price tag is in the chat
$200.
right now.
It was $200, and I think they're dropping it to $150. I tried to get on into this the past couple of years, and they open it up for people that are already in the club. They open it up for them first to get back into it, and usually those people would get it. And if it came up, it would sell out so fast, or I don't even know if it was available for new people in previous years. It may have been, I don't know, and it just sells out so fast. And bots and I used to. You guys remember when you used to go on Tops and try to get the new product, and you can't even get on Tops. There's a wait list to get on a Tops.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I experienced with Montgomery Club beforehand. Now, I'm guessing there's more spots because there's so much more stuff being printed. And there's a lot of people that aren't going to renew it
And
because
it's
of the way cards are.
$600 to join.
Yes. So I know because they put like Finest Flashbacks as one of those sets that for you to have early access to.
Right.
All these early access things, and you have to think about how this past year has gone. I've been able to get all of these early access products, but not early access. So the Montgomery Club being available for people is big news into, wow, I can actually get into it. But now it's like, now everyone's like, do I really want to get into it? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you're someone that has a really, hard time getting products still, and you want those higher end things like Sapphire and stuff like that, and you're not like me and Mr. Fuego, where we're religiously checking our emails and checking sites to see when stuff comes out, because that does get tiring and annoying, but addiction's real. And so, but that's an option for you, because usually they do that early access and they give you a couple days to get it. So that's another big thing in the market. So what I think, being an exclusive club in the club, you really don't ever hear a lot of hype about. Previous years, I would have killed to be in that Montgomery Club. I would have killed.
Oh yeah,
but now, yeah, not so much. So, and then Firestart Break said, unless Fnatic changes it, I would say it will stay the same. Only like 4 or 5 can get in. Interesting. I don't know. I thought the announcement like that was, I don't think they've done that in previous years, where they're saying, hey, these are the days for people to re-up and these are the days for new people to come in. I don't remember them doing it that far in advance. It's like, I think it starts next week for the people wanting to re-up, and then Wednesday, I think, is when new members can get into it if they want. Right. So just throwing that out there in case anybody is interested in it. And those are my thoughts on it. Mr. Fuego's thoughts on it. Yeah. So other fun things we've got this week. Just touching real quick. There was only 2 like trades, deals, things that happened off season here that we thought were really
2 trades of significance.
Yeah. The Jacob deGrom signing the deal with the Texas Rangers.
Yep.
It was kind of surprising to me. I thought the Mets would want to keep him. Then I saw how much it was, and I'm thinking the Mets just didn't want to pay that much for somebody that's been hurt for them a lot. That's my thought on that. And Texas Rangers wanted to make a big move. That does feel like a good significant move for the Texas Rangers. But like I said, like I was talking to you guys about last week with Jacob deGrom, I need to see a year of really good productivity, and I know sometimes you can't help it when you get hurt, but
Well, I
And
mean, I mentioned it a couple of episodes back that there was an article that was released that stated DeGrom showed interest in signing with Texas also. And my theory was this is going to be his last ride, like the Texas Ranger. He's going to go ahead and ride west after he's
mhm,
done.
yeah, it's kind of that's a strong possibility. We'll see.
Yep.
Um, I always hope for the best. I always hope for like super breakout and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I hope I'm wrong though. So now I think the Mets are going to strongly go after Verlander or Rodon, and so are the Yankees and things like that. But okay, so there was that deal. Also, Jose Abreu signing with the Houston Astros. Thought that was a huge deal. The just when you think the Astros can't get any better,
They're building
a
the
dynasty.
MLB version of the Avengers.
Yeah, yes,
I mean, to be
absolutely,
quite honest, I mean, they
absolutely.
just came off a winning the World Series run and they're still looking for ways to improve, you know? And you
Yeah,
got some of these teams where they're waiting to the last minute to see who's going to pull the trigger first.
hmm
Hopefully, while next week, while Cashman is sleeping outside of whatever hotel that they're doing the winter meetings at, it's all going to be worthwhile because he's got a lot of work that he's got to do. He's still got to
hmm
sign Judge. There's rumors that there's a package being put together to get rid of Hicks and Donaldson. Okay. We still need a quality shortstop. Then, if you're getting rid of Donaldson, you need a backfill for third base. And then who's going to cover out in left field? So there's a lot of things going on
lots of moving
that
parts.
there's a lot of moving parts, but it seems like nobody is really taking the initiative and making those moves now before they're left with table scraps.
hmm
Because you still got some quality free agents out there that really need a home, and some of these teams can provide that home that will increase their chances of being competitive. I mean, right now, the latest today is Dansby Swanson is being looked at by the Cubs. I mean,
hmm
that's a
Yeah, that's
quality player to take into
yeah.
consideration.
It's kind of, I think I was talking with you about this earlier. I just feel like they like to get that clock ticking down and they like that
Yeah.
kind of pressure, making people nervous instead of making things happen. Instead of to me, which I'm a player, I want all that stuff done. I want it
Yeah.
done so I can focus on my workouts and getting ready for the game. But what do I know? I'm not a bit. It's too much. It's like me going to work and trying to reason with corporate. Like I don't. We're never going to have an understanding.
Hmm.
Just not that. I don't think that way. I'll never be a millionaire. I won't ever make a lot of money because I'm too
Well, the
honest.
package for Hicks and JD, Sean, is still pending. I haven't gotten any more details on it, but as I get it, it will be posted on the Discord and it will be brought up in the podcast. So more to follow on that.
Yeah. All right. So got a big topic I want to get into. Really looking forward to seeing what everyone's thoughts are on this. Um, a lot of us listen to Sports Card Radio. I love that channel. I
Yeah,
think they are doing things to make the hobby better. Personally, are they a little confrontational? Maybe. Are they a little bit, on edge? Maybe. Whatever. I like it. I like what they're doing. I feel like they are the kind of people that make honest people stay honest.
they are
Personally,
our fashion police.
I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah,
Um, they they just recently got sued by Ken Goldin, and if you guys haven't checked it out, Sports Card Radio, I highly recommend it. See what you think, and then see what their comeback was for Ken Goldin's lawyer, because I died. I loved every second of it. And I just
yeah.
can't wait to see how this plays out. Um, and if you guys, in case there's people that are new to the hobby or new and don't know who Ken Goldin is, he's kind of like, you know, when you get into the hobby and like he's the guy that owns the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis and all. He's like he's been in the card game forever. He's always been selling and doing things. He did go away for a little bit while because his business did fail, but he's back into it, back into the whole card thing. He's got the whole auction houses. He's the one with the triple logo hype man and selling all that stuff. He does.
He's the one that says that his house is sitting on, and I quote, 5 freaking acres of
on a golf
land.
course.
His bank account is 9 digits.
He said it in the video to us.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. For me, I don't like that kind of stuff, but whatever. Maybe, I don't know. I've never had that kind of money, so maybe I am just jealous. I don't know, but
I just posted the link to that video in the chat, so when you get a chance, go ahead and take a look at it.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Check them out. Check them both out. Check them both out. Get your opinions on both of them. But so Sports Card Radio has called him out a lot, and they always offer to interview with him, get his side of it, and as a matter of fact, I think in one of his videos they called Sports Card Radio jackoffs. His words, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're just like, they were just like, whatever,
they're even blocked on his Twitter.
Yeah. So Ken Goldin used to sell late night with Don West. Yes, I like to see it's like the old like the old Home Shopping Network style kind of thing.
This was when Suzanne Summers was irrelevant.
Not only are you going to get this box, you're going to get this box too, and the next one and this one, all for
yup, Tom, you dip.
You dip, yeah. That was.
Oh man, yeah.
So, gosh, all that's going on. Also, this week in the Discords on my community tab, I want to know, Mr. Enfuego and I both want to know from all of you. We want some questions that you want answered here on the podcast. Also, in the future, this might be a few weeks out. This might be beginning of the new year. Mr. Enfuego got with the owner of his hobby shop, of his local hobby shop, and he wants to get with him and do an interview and talk about all kinds of aspects, the whole Fanatics deal. He got to talk to him about the Topps buyback program, things of that nature. We're hoping to do an on-site interview with him. We're going to see how that plays out. We don't have anything set in stone yet, other than they agreed to do the interview.
Right.
We've got a lot of other exciting people lined up to do interviews with too. Just got to always work out the time and things like that. So, I would be putting, fillers out in Discord and on my community tab, and please get on there. Let me know what you guys want to talk about, what you want to ask, what you're anything. And it doesn't have to be just about that hobby shop thing. It could be about anything with baseball or baseball cards, or anything. Let us know.
I just dropped the link to his Instagram, so go check him out. He has a Facebook, and I'm trying to convince him to do a YouTube also.
Excellent. Yeah. He doesn't have a YouTube? Gotta have a YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, when they get there. KNT Sports Card. Check that out. It's in the chats now. So, someone just posted, Kaneda 383. Not all channels that focus around drama, but people seem to like them, so I suppose it's a good thing. Okay, hold on. I want to how do I want to word this? Yes, it's drama, but it's important for us to all know a lot of that stuff's going on, in my opinion, so we continue to enjoy the hobby. So we know all of our options. So we spend our money where it's best for our situation. And so not all these companies are transparent. You guys know that. I mean, we've all dealt with companies that have done us wrong. So there are channels like Sports Card Radio, mostly I watch them mostly that just call them out. And I don't really feel like they're jerks about it until those people that they call out are jerks first. Like they often talk to these people. They've quite often done interviews with people in the comments that have disagreed with what they're talking about and hashed it out and talked about why they're doing what they're doing. So a lot of these other companies like they often talk about Ken Goldin, they talk about the great curator, they talk about She Collects and things like that. These are all big YouTube channels, and they don't talk to them. They just block them. They just don't like what they're saying and they block them. Okay, fine. Now, but they don't address anything on their channels. They just talk bad about them, and it
At the end of the day,
yeah.
if you don't want to hear drama from a group of folks who you feel that all they do is spend days trolling, don't give them a reason to.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
Yeah.
You know, if you run a business, run it clean, run it correct, okay? I mean, and you won't have no issues. But if you're going out and making it, you know, if you're hiding your dirt in plain view, you will get called on it. It may not be sports card radio. It could be somebody. You yourself could watch a video and, you know, you see something a little iffy about said breaker. You may drop a comment on them saying, "Hey, I saw what you did when you pulled that card. You're not slick." It's gonna happen.
And the other, all that said, like, we're all human. We make mistakes too. Just own up to it. Like we've all made mistakes. That's all there is to it. Like
Right.
your other camera, like you got two cameras for a second, like maybe your breaker and your camera, people couldn't see product all of that time. Own up. Be like, hey, my camera went down. If you want a refund, you don't want to be in the break anymore because the product went off. All right. If you want to continue on, all right. That's give the people that option. Just be like, oh, sorry, it is what it is. Like, oh man, that's not how it works.
Or
That's
do a
not how it
latent
should
sports
work.
card. Get yourself 13 cameras. You
Yeah,
know,
absolutely.
get them
Absolutely.
up, down,
Get
get a
yourself a
camera down
generator.
between your legs, looking up. I mean, whatever
Yeah,
it takes.
these storms don't mean nothing to me. You need
No,
recording.
Well,
You need backup
Magnus,
generators.
we're not saying what you're saying is wrong, but you know, the individuals that are being called out, okay, your sports card investor, your Ken Goldins, your platinum breaks, they have a problem of people like sports car radio jumping into their business, calling them out, you know, and you're giving them a reason to be quite honest. I mean, I'm not saying that these guys are intentionally trolling YouTube or social media in general, looking for people to pick on. But I mean, again, if you're hiding your dirt in plain view, you're gonna get called on it. And just be prepared for the lashing that you're gonna get, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and then also Kaneda saying, I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong, just the type of get what you're saying there as well. For the longest time, I didn't watch any of that either. That's why I love the card community. We're just all
we
opening up,
keep it
having
fun. And I mean,
I get what you're saying there too.
We have a couple of investment driven members of the hobby within our ranks, if you will, but they put all that aside and just, you know, for that split moment, they're thinking nothing but hobby and fun and keeping it clean.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a lot of people like that. Anyways, moving on to funner and awesomer things.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of the videos of the week.
Oh man, I was waiting for this.
Yeah. Okay, my favorite thing, one of my favorite things this week. I've got more than one today. Definitely Don't Talk to Robots Christmas Advent Calendar dealio. You guys check him out. We need to drop Don't Talk to Robots in a link to him in here. You guys check it out. He's doing giveaways every day, all the way up till Christmas. I'm just thinking about his video when he started it off where he cut himself into the Elf movie. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wearing the whole hot dog thing. Like, it's a whole production. This guy is putting in the
genius.
time. Yeah, the editing, the jokes, the your moms, all of it's there. Everything I need. And the Your Mom thing, if you watch him, you'll understand. If you don't, go check it out. It's worth it. Good times. Good and giveaways every day of awesome stuff. So definitely go check him out. Claire's Card Craze. She is opens a variety of things. I've seen basketball, football, and baseball. Just small little pack openings and things like that. Super nice gal. She's way awesome. She's the girlfriend of Big Chief Sports Cards, which a lot of us know. Another awesome channel to check out. But she just hit 200 subscribers. We'll be doing a 200 subscriber giveaway. I think the video dropped of that already. I think. No, she said look out for it soon. So that'll be out soon. So definitely check out Claire's Card Craze and check out Big Chief Sports. And congratulations on 200 subscribers. And the other one I'm going to talk about just happened tonight, I believe. Just happened moments before the podcast. Miracle Cards. My buddy Charlie over at Miracle Cards, 11 years old. Dang, he might have just had a birthday and be 12. But he's a young guy. He's awesome. He's really into hockey, Miracle Cards, you know, the movie Miracle, whatever. But he was hoping to hit 100 subscribers before the beginning of the year, and he hit 100 subscribers tonight. So congratulations, Charlie, on that. And here's to many more subscribers. Very awesome. Very awesome. Let's see. Who did you have anybody else in mind, or was Don't Talk to Robots your guy?
That was the only one that stood out in my mind.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about some more people then. I'm just gonna go crazy. I did see Firestarter break yesterday of Allen and Ginter and Stadium Club. And you guys, for all you guys that break at night, that you see me, like, you guys I work at Costco and I work nights, so that's why I'm in and out of the chats. Just so you all know, it's always running, but I can't. If you like ask me a question or something like that, because I've had some people say like, "Hey, I just said something to you," and I'm like, "I work at Costco, dude. That's all I gotta say." So, and it's Christmas time now, so it's especially crazy. Let's see who else had some awesome stuff this week. God, I watched so many videos. They start to blend together and I get them mixed up from week to week. I mean, I'm in Diamond Princess's breaks. She does breaks every other night and breaks. She opens up product for people that buy into her. She's got a pack list of all the stuff she has. She's got a Patreon thing. So the Patreon people get a deal on everything. And it's only $5 a month or whatever. And like, you get that $5 back in just packaging alone.
Yeah.
If you've ever gotten anything from her.
And pretty handwriting.
Yeah, very, very fancy handwriting, fancy nails. Complete opposite of my channel. Complete opposite. Minus my packaging is good, but not that good. My nails are not that good. God, it sounds like I have a lot of work to do. So.
Here's a PSA for everybody, because I learned this yesterday. If you're gonna open up a product, do it on camera. Yeah, I'm looking at you. I see you in the back. Do it on camera. Because if it's not on camera and you don't have documentation of it, guess what? It didn't happen. I'll get into more details about that later.
Yeah. Make sure to go to Mr. Enfuego's channel tonight at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. About half an hour.
9:30. We're actually going to kick it off. Give everybody a little time to decompress.
Yeah, after the podcast. Yep. Go. Get your snacks. Take a break. Use the facilities. Do what you got to do. Come right back, because me and Mr. Enfuego going head to head with hobby boxes. And Mr. Enfuego, I have to bring this up, but he put a little poll up on his community tab on his channel, and well, I'm happy with the results. I mean, are you going to read the results? Come on, read the results.
Y'all want the results? I will read the results.
I think I do. I think everybody wants to hear them.
I really don't, but whatever. It's for the people. Yeah. All right. So I posted on my community tab who do you got as the winner of the 2022 Topps Update Hobby Box battle between me and Adrian? 25% of you said that it was going to be too close to call. So I appreciate some of y'all actually having some type of faith in me. Those of you who voted for me, I appreciate y'all too. All 15% of you. Now, Miss A League of Her Own is walking away with 60% of the vote winning. Now, one of the community members made a valid point, and I agree with it, and that's the excuse I'm running with.
Yeah.
I think my co-host here, my battle buddy, exhausted all her mojo, her luck, her fire on that whip pull. So I think she's gonna end up pulling a Hans Kraus relic tonight, and it's gonna be shipped to Rip It for Rookies.
Absolutely. But when we get to your podcast tonight, when we get to this battle tonight, we'll talk about why the playing field is even right now.
Yeah, we will definitely.
So
you'll get a first glimpse at. So basically, I'll give you a tease. It is more of a trailer. We're sitting in Firestarter's breaks. You know, he's doing the Allen and Ginter and the stadium. I figure while he's breaking something on his channel, let me go ahead and break something while I was watching.
YouTuber mistake number 1.
Yeah. So I ended up busting open a hobby box of 22 update, and let's just say shake my head, face palm, all of that, and you'll see what was pulled out of it at 9:30 when you jump on over to my stream. Mind you, it was my very first stream, so I expect to see you there.
Yes, I keep forgetting that's your first live stream because I feel like you do this all the time, but it's
But it's funny how a lot of people say, no, I'm streaming every day because I'm always in everybody's streams.
You're in everybody's stream, but this is Mr. Fuego's first live stream on his channel. So please, guys, please come in, drop some support, get some likes in there, check it out for a little bit. We are gonna be there's gonna be good cards in this. I know it. I can feel it.
This is gonna be a bloodfest.
So yeah. Oh man, this was so much fun. Thank you guys all so much for being here tonight. I'm gonna wrap this up here pretty soon. I'm gonna try to go through and say thank you to everybody. Oh, that was the other thing. We hit 100 downloads on our podcast. Thank you all so much. That's so big.
Appreciate y'all.
I don't even think I said it. I'm so excited about that. Thank you guys so much. Because if you're not watching it on live here on YouTube, you can watch the replay, or you can get this podcast on any podcast format. It's on Apple, it's on Spotify, it's on all of them. Definitely check it out. Baseball Junkies.
That's
you guys, you're awesome.
It is huge.
We got Mountain Family, we got Sensei, we got SCA, we've got Red Rum, we've got Titus from God is Great, we got Zach Sports Card.
SCA, I thought we were friends.
Tito, Brian.
Apparently, Adrian, apparently you're going to show me how to get to the top 10 of the week.
I'm going to do what I can. You would have probably got, well, anyways, we'll get there. We'll get there.
We will get there.
You guys, there's a lot of people in this chat. We got Tito. We got Brendan Ryan. What's up, Brendan? He actually makes really cool designs on Instagram. Like, he's the one that used, he makes like, he turned like my face into a magic card. It was really cool. So Brendan Ryan's on Instagram. That's really awesome. He did that same thing for Ziggy No at Sports Card Show as well. Red Rum's in here. A Collector's Dream, JG50, who does awesome breaks, by the way.
Yes,
Adam's Card Closet. Keep going. I know Diamond Princess. She's live on her channel now.
Yep.
Paige and Deanie Bean, thank you for bringing up some good questions tonight. Goody G's up in here. White Sox Tom. Thank you so much. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I appreciate you guys all so much. I'll be seeing you guys out in the YouTube land. So will Mr. Fuego. You know, we're out there. We're out there lurking. Yep. Show. And
we do have one more thing we need to ask of you all. So next week we would like to go ahead and bring to episode 8 a topic of the chat's choosing. So
Yes.
you want to go ahead and bring them up to speed on it?
I talked about that earlier, about me putting in the community tab and in the Discord, asking what you guys want to talk about. Not just the hobby shop interview that we'll be doing probably the beginning of the new year, but anything to do with the podcast. Be looking for that in our Discords, which the Discords, Mr. Fuego, some of the channels I talked about tonight, all that stuff is in the description, so you can get to that stuff. Also, it'll be in the community tab of my YouTube channel as well. So be looking out for that. Please let us know what you want to talk about, what you want us to talk about in the podcast, and we will do our absolute best to bring you fun information, all baseball cards, hobby news, everything baseball that you can think of. So with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you for being a part of Baseball Junkies podcast number 7, and we'll see you next week for episode 8.
All right.